What's up, YouTube? So, have you ever noticed when it comes to colorism, but also just in general, but I'll stick to colorism for this video. Um, when it comes to colorism situations involving brown skin and dark skin black women, oftentimes their direct male counterpart, brown skin and dark skin men, tend to be indifferent and even at times hostile towards the colorism issues that brown skin and dark skin women go through. Has anybody ever picked up on that? Am I the only one who picked up on that? I I, I can't be. I can't be the only one who picked up on this now. All right, but yeah, like for some reason I don't get the vibe. I don't get the feeling that you know they feel as if honestly, I'll put it like this. I don't think that they feel obligated or feel like it's their duty to uplift brown skin and dark skinned women or even protect them. Oddly enough, for some reason, I don't get that vibe at times. Almost it's just like, well, that's not my problem, or like that's not my responsibility, right? It's always seemingly like some sort of a like indifference, but also an excuse, which is strange because even though, you know, dark skinned black women uplift, brown skinned, dark skinned black women uplift brown skinned and dark skinned black men, right? They make them feel like they're the best thing walking the earth. And they even try to protect them. But like I said previously, there is some low-key gender role confusion at play in the black community. And this is an example of it. These women uplifting these men purely based on looks, no actions, no manly actions, purely based on looks, you know, nothing that really translates to manhood, you know. And even though like these dudes don't want to take responsibility and, encouraging ner you know encouraging their women, uplifting them, putting them on a pedestal, right? Notice that they don't want to take that responsibility, right? But they be the main ones yelling like, I'm the leader, or I'm supposed to be the leader. I'm the patriarch. I'm the king. I'm the original man, right? You notice that, right? But it's like there's probably part of the reason why there is a disconnect between the role that you want and the role that you are low-key playing is because you trying to jump between two roles. You're trying to jump between the woman's role and the man's role when convenient. And also, to black women, especially brown skin and dark skin black women, I gotta kind of give you, you know, a bit of a talking to too, because it seems like you guys tend to set the bar really low in favor of dark skin, brown skin black men. Honestly, if these were like non-black men or non-black adjacent men, you would probably set the bar higher. You really would. But the thing is, you're setting the bar so low, and honestly, it's sad. It's embarrassing. It's pathetic for everybody involved. It's embarrassing and pathetic for everybody involved. That's how low the bar is set. Just come here, have some melanin that's popping. That's it. Just be dark skin, and that's it. That's all they got to bring to the table, right? I mean, but hey, if it's working for you, if that's how, if that's really working out for you really well, then I personally don't have a problem with it. If you don't have a problem with it, then I don't have a problem with it. You know. And also, you notice, like I said, there's always an excuse when it comes to these brown-skinned and dark-skinned men not wanting to uplift, and put brown-skinned, dark-skinned women on a pedestal for some reason. There's always an excuse involved in it. Like, oh, they're fat, they're out of shape, they're masculine, they're ratchet, they're ghetto, they're thoughts, they're single mothers, etc. Just throwing out all the negative stereotypes that are associated with brown-skinned, dark-skinned, black women and using that against them to say, hey, you don't deserve to be uplifted because of these negative stereotypes that are associated with you and that they low-key want to believe. They want these stereotypes to be true so that they'll have valid reasons not to uplift you. As sad as it is, But the thing is, brown-skinned and dark-skinned black women do this in spite of brown-skinned and dark-skinned black men's negative stereotypes, like being uneducated thugs, criminals, jailbirds, absentee fathers, low-quality patriarchs, terrible providers, lousy protectors, down low niggas, homo thugs, perpetual fuck niggas. Notice that brown skin and dark skinned black women tend to not throw those things up like, oh, see, this is why I don't uplift you Negroes now. And honestly, I think that the men should be uplifted honestly for actions that relate to manhood versus looks. I think that usually in other communities, women tend to be uplifted for their looks, while men tend to be more so uplifted for their actions. But in the black community, for some reason, it seems to be the reverse, right? And I guess that's because I don't think that, especially these colorist, brown-skinned, dark-skinned dudes, I don't think they really can offer much in manhood. So it's just like the black women just got to take what they can get. As sad as that is. And I hate to make this comparison, but I think I have to make it. When it comes to white men, they uplift their white women, no matter what. No matter if she's, flat in the back. No matter if she is a has flat lips, right? Have flat, no lips, right? Stringy hair, right? Age like bananas and milk left out in the sun, right? Despite despite all those flaws, right? That white man uplifts that white woman. It says that this is beauty, all right? Fuck what you heard. This is beauty because I say so. If brown-skinned and dark-skinned men could have that attitude toward uplifting brown-skinned and dark-skinned black women, I really think this community would be honestly in a much better position. Because that would show that, black men are really, particularly brown-skinned, dark-skinned black men are really kind of like in it to win it, right? They're really down for their female counterpart. And honestly, at the end of the day, I can't do nothing but respect that when it comes to what the white man, is doing for his white woman. I can't knock that. I can't, at the end of the day, and I know, he got a rap sheet as long as the Mississippi River, all right? I know that, all right? Cave Beast, yes, sir, all right? White Devil, all right now. But I can't knock that mentality he has when it comes to uplifting his white woman. And also, I think part of the reason that some brown skin and dark skin men will hesitate and not do the uplifting and all that good stuff is because I think they may subconsciously or even consciously view brown skin and dark skin women as perhaps their competition or their enemy. They may have some sort of an issue stemming back to childhood because of that, like some sort of an issue that involves a brown skin or dark skinned woman, like maybe in their family or their day-to-day lives as a child or something, you know. And as well, I think it could be possible that these brown skin and dark skinned men could view brown skin and dark skinned women as perhaps men themselves, you know. As quiet as it's kept, I hate to say that, because I hate to low-key push that narrative like dark is masculine, because that's a fucked up narrative. That's toxic. All right, but I feel like possibly that could be at play, or perhaps maybe these men view themselves subconsciously or consciously as women or children. And I feel like this could probably come from slavery, like the African man, the African woman, dark skin, being both out in the field doing pretty much the same work, right? And slavery emasculating black men while slavery defeminizing black women, thus maybe created a subtle shift in gender roles, perhaps. But I think, slavery, we're done with slavery, thankfully, right? Although I think we're probably in just a different phase of slavery, but we're done with chattel slavery, right? So we gotta really start promoting like authentic black love, right? Especially between brown skinned and dark skinned men and women, as well as between light skinned and mixed biracial men and women too, but especially between brown skinned and dark skinned men and women, you know. Yeah. But also another thing that I forgot to mention. Notice how sometimes brown skin and dark skinned men will give like low key black passes to a lot of these like non-black even women, like the mixed and biracial women, but more so even like non-black women. Like you notice that, right? Even like Rachel Dolezal was low key giving a black pass. Like, come on now. But notice, they can like low key let Rachel Dolezal, slide. But when it came to Sean King, right, all of a sudden there's an issue now. Also, that's an issue. Sean King is an issue, but Rachel Dolezal, she cool, right? So like sometimes like these dudes want to uplift every other woman but they own. What the fuck is up with that? Like what kind of a weak nigga does that? And also, I've mentioned this before, but I gotta put this out there, especially, I'll leave you with this to the brown skin and dark skin black men, all right, out there. You ain't gonna get to the promised land without that brown skin, dark skin black woman, all right? You ain't gonna get to the promised land. Especially with, these like light-skinned mixed and biracial women and these non-black women, they ain't gonna get you to the promised land like you think they are. So my advice to you is to reconnect with that brown-skinned, dark-skinned black woman. Rekindle the love there. Uplift her. All right. Make her feel like she's the best thing walking the planet. Even if she ain't, make her feel like it. Because when you do right by that brown skinned, dark skinned black woman, you're doing right by God. So when you disrespect and neglect that brown skinned, dark skinned black woman, you are disrespecting and neglecting the Lord. All right. That brown skinned, dark skinned woman is an extension of the Lord. Okay? And he blessed you with that brown skinned, dark skinned black woman. You know, not to abuse, refuse, neglect, but, you know, to uplift and to have a true partner in life. Okay? And this is part of the reason why you catching so much hell now, honestly. And when you reconnect with that brown skin and dark skinned woman, things will start to fall into place and you will experience a much better quality of life. But let me stop preaching. Let me stop the preaching here, all right? I didn't mean to get, you know, religious on you. But, you know, I just felt the need, you know, I guess God put it on my heart to put that out there, okay? But, you know, I'm pretty much done here. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. Until the next video, adios and goodbye for now.